Falcon fans, you can see we're going to talk about Desmond Ridder. Last guy I was going to talk about this in my iteration of the second year players that definitely have something to prove going into this 2023 season. And I say number quarterback 1 for last, Mr. 9 himself, Desmond Ridder. As you can see, he got 4, but we know he changed his number to number 9, the same number he actually had when he was at Cincinnati. So, guys, before we get into Desmond Ridder today, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you're not dropping another video. Please hit the like button so I know you guys like hearing I talk about. Then please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in and hear me talk about these Atlanta Falcons. So if you go look, today was another article about Desmond Ridder. Somebody from NFL Network said that the Atlanta Falcons should really consider trading for Ryan Tannehill so the Atlanta Falcons have the Titans 2.0. And I really just don't understand why we just can't let it die. The Atlanta Falcons have already came out and said that Desmond Ridder is going to be quarterback 1 this season. It's his job to lose. He got to go out. He's got to prove it. I understand everybody's sentiment about you haven't seen this young quarterback play before games. But I think besides Matt Ryan, Desmond Ridder might be one of the most polarizing Atlanta Falcons we have had in a while. And he really haven't done anything to really to say that, you know, he gets so much vitriol, so much negative publicity towards himself. I mean, he played 4 games, went 2-2. For a rookie, that's really not that bad. And he did not play bad in any of those games. He got better each game. He did good things in each games. So I really don't understand why, you know, he gets so much hate. I mean, we even got Chris Sims putting him at 40 ranked quarterback in the league, and all the rookies is over him. So the rookies that haven't ever took a snap in the NFL, and he put every last one of those guys over Desmond Ridder. Don't understand the what is it about Desmond Ridder? I mean, guys like Chris Sims who could not make it in the NFL, guys like Dan Orlovsky who could not make it in the NFL, they so easy to critique young quarterbacks and say what they can't do, but they couldn't do it. You know, it's just really interesting to see how all these guys, you know, quick to critique young quarterbacks and things like that. But, you know, Desmond Ridder got a lot to prove. I understand that this is second season, and we're going to talk about some of the things that he really can do this season to just shut up all the doubters, right? He can't control what people say. He can't control that he only played 4 games. Can't control that Arthur Smith decided to let Marcus Mariota play in front of him for most of the season. Can't control. All he can do is control, you know, the 4 games that he got in this past season, and then how he comes in this offseason and prepare to take over as quarterback 1. Those are things that he control. But going back to last season, his 4 games, he had 708 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 64 yards rushing. I wish his completing percentage was a little bit higher. It's like 63%. Get that up to about 67, 68%. That'll be awesome for Desmond Ridder. But all the things that Desmond Ridder need to do this year, and I got 5 things that he could do if he can just do this, you know, right off the bat. And the reason why I think he could be successful is he's going into this second full year in this offense. Second full year, right? That's the terminology. Understand, he already seen the speed of the game. Those 4 games really help him kind of gauge the speed of the game, especially going into New Orleans, the first game, right? Everybody knew that was a hostile environment. Still in the playoff hunt. That game meant a lot. So that was really, really a good game to him to get his first start in, because, you know, you put him right into the frying pan. So that was really good for Desmond Ridder. So second full year in the offense, right? So that's going to be really good. You love to see that he actually going into the offseason, understanding the playbook. So when he get into OTAs, get into the mini camps and training camps, he'll be ahead of the game, right? We already know that it's going to be a solid running game. I think that goes without question. Running game is really, really going to be good. So he can definitely rely on the running game. Two good tight ends. They always say tight ends are your quarterback best friend, especially for young quarterbacks. He got two great tight ends, right? And he has a number one receiver as well. And the last thing that I really think that's going to help Desmond Ridder this year is that hopefully this defense will better get him the ball back for more ops, right? For more opportunities. So we can start creating more 3 and outs on our defense. So that's complementary football. The defense, hopefully it has improved, and we can start creating more opportunities for Desmond Ridder to get out there to put points on the board. If we can do those 5 things, as a team, that'll help a young quarterback like Desmond Ridder out, right? The only thing that he needs to do, right, is be that point guard. That's what he needs to do. Be a great point guard. Be the Chris Paul. Be the John Stockton, right? Be the Steve Nash. That's what we need him to do. Get the ball into his playmaker's hand and let them do what they do. That's all Desmond Ridder needs to do. And the last thing but not least is protect the football. Don't turn over the football. Run the offense like he needs to. All right? I think one thing that I always liked about Matt Ryan, and if you guys recall that first year in the offense when he had a new offensive coordinator, he always kind of struggled because he was trying to figure out everything and things like that. But that second year, Matty Ice knew where to go with the ball. He understood offense, and I think that goes for a lot of quarterbacks. That's why Drew Brees was so successful, right? Because he was in the same system for so long. That's why Peyton Manning was so successful. That's why Tom Brady is so successful, because you're in the same system for a long time. It really helps you. You know where your check downs are. You know where defense is going to be, because this is your offense. Like I said, this offense, he's going in his second season. It's going to change a little bit because we got different personnels. Adding a guy like Bijan, which is just going to benefit him. Adding a guy like Jonnu Smith, it's just going to benefit him. Bringing Kyle Pitts back in, who we didn't have in those last 4 games, it's going to benefit him. But just knowing the offense, knowing the terminology, things like that, he can run this offense. I think Desmond Ridder can really, really be successful this year, right? But he does not have to do it all by himself. He does not have to go out and be a Patrick Mahomes. He don't have to go out and try to beat Aaron Rodgers. He just be Desmond Ridder. Like I said, be that point guard. Go back and to some of the things that he did well at Cincinnati. I just went back and watched the full highlights, not his good plays, the full game highlights of when he played the University of Georgia and the University of Alabama, and he made some good plays in those games. Definitely with his legs. I think he need to use his legs a little bit more this year. Hopefully Arthur Smith implement him that, because he is an athletic quarterback. Despite what people may think, he ran a 4.49 in a 40. You can see from his photos that he has put a little weight on, so that's definitely going to help him out as well. But got to use his legs. But he made some good throws. Hopefully, working with Jordan Palmer, that he can actually get his high throws down, the inaccurate throws. Didn't have that many when he played in the 4 games last year. So hopefully he fixed that. And that's all with your feet. You lower hard for your body when you're throwing the accurate passes, especially when you're throwing to the outsides and things like that. So hopefully he worked on his mechanics. He definitely has to do that because you want to be able to increase your accuracy. All right, but you got to use your athleticism, be smart with the ball, and distribute to your playmakers. Guys, if Desmond Ridder can do that in year 2, I really think he can definitely be successful. So despite what all the pundits may say, they don't believe in Desmond Ridder, he got to have a big chip on his shoulder to come in and prove all these guys wrong. And you know what? I hope he does. I just want Desmond Ridder to be successful just for that one reason, because he has nobody believing in him but the guys in the locker room and their coaching staff and their front office, right? Half of the fan base don't even believe in him, which is okay. But, we're going to be there. We're going to root on for him. So he got to go out there, show why the Falcons put this, this improved team that everybody said could be so dynamic on offense into your young quarterback hands. And if he can do that, I think Atlanta Falcons can definitely have a good season. But at the end of the day, it's gonna all depend on how young Desmond Ridder able to run this offense. So guys, let me know what you think about Desmond. Can he be the guy that we need him to be this year? I believe he can. If he can do those things, utilize this team that has been built around him, I really believe he can be successful, right? But, write all those things that people been saying. Keep them in your little book, right? Check them off, right? Because you can have that bulletin board material and all those things, but you got to go out there and put it on the field, and I believe that he can. So this is your boy, Ricondo, coming back at you with another video. Let's go, Desmond Ridder. Peace.